I'm going to take you straight to Germany. Today, in our weekly crossover to that country, a new lockdown has been imposed in Western Germany as coronavirus infections go up following the ease of restrictions. I spoke earlier to our partners, DW. Kate Brady is correspondent with our partners there. And my first question to her was that 2 districts in Western Germany have had restrictions imposed in just weeks after the restrictions were lifted. I asked her why that happened.
Well, this is all due to a massive outbreak at a slaughterhouse in the district of Gütersloh in Western Germany, and almost 1,500 employees at that slaughterhouse have now tested positive for COVID-19. And for the past few days, all the employees, some 6,000 employees at this slaughterhouse, have been in quarantine. And as such, a few members of the public, so people who don't work at this slaughterhouse, have now since been also tested positive for COVID-19. So the state, North Rhine-Westphalia in Western Germany, decided yesterday to re-implement rather strict measures, both on the area where that slaughterhouse is and also in the neighbouring district as well, affecting hundreds of thousands of people. So until June 30th at least, all pubs, cafes, museums, restaurants, schools will all remain closed in those 2 districts.
So I also asked Kate what the situation was elsewhere in Germany.
Well, broadly speaking, a lot of places are still continuing to relax their lockdown measures and restrictions, but at the same time we are seeing some of these hotspots, these cluster infections, like at that slaughterhouse in Western Germany, popping up elsewhere. Even here in Berlin as well, 2 districts have now put several apartment blocks under quarantine after some more than 100 people tested positive for COVID-19. There's a similar situation at a town in central Germany as well, in Göttingen. And so the authorities and researchers, experts are really keeping a close eye on the fact that these hotspots and cluster infections are popping up at the moment in different places around Germany. But for now, it seems that they are being rather well contained to these specific areas. But of course, the second that they begin to spread outside of these contained environments within an apartment block or within a slaughterhouse, for example, that is when authorities are going to really begin to worry.
The final question I put to Kate earlier was that the fact that the rate of coronavirus spread has actually skyrocketed in that country. How concerned are authorities? And I asked her to explain to us the rate of infection.
Yeah, so the rate has jumped to around 2.02 at the moment. Just a couple of days ago, it was at 2.88. And the aim really is for this reproduction rate to be below 1. So, of course, at 2.02, that's a rather significant jump from what we've seen in previous weeks here in Germany. That said, the Public Health Institute, the Robert Koch Institute here in Germany, has said that although we've seen this spike in the reproduction rate of the coronavirus, there's not too much reason to worry right now, as this is due to these cluster infections that we were talking about at the slaughterhouses and at in some apartment blocks as well. But again, the moment that the numbers of new cases begin to increase on a wider scale nationwide around Germany, that is when authorities will really begin to worry, and we could even see more regional lockdowns put in place in coming weeks, depending on exactly how well these new outbreaks are contained.
Kate Brady is correspondent with our partners DW. He joined me earlier all the way from Berlin with what's happening there. So, as you know now, new lockdown in parts of Germany as the coronavirus cases rise when they eased the restrictions.